I got tired of checking luggage just because of liquids. So I built a system that fits everything into 1 liter bag. Hi, I'm back for another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Ryanair. Trying to make a video every Sunday, so don't forget to subscribe. In my last packing video, where I talked about was it worth it to pack only carry-on for 3 weeks in South Korea and Japan, I got a comment asking how I handle the toiletries. Since all airlines have the limit of only 1 liter bag of liquids and also a restriction of 100 milliliter bottles, this makes packing all of your toiletries, skincare routine a struggle. In this video, I'll show you how I fit all the liquids into this 1 liter bag. Don't let the 1 liter limit stop you from packing only carry-on luggage, because you can do it. It's actually pretty simple. Step 1. Find out what your must-have liquid products are and what your nice-to-have products are. Here you have to be kind of strict on yourself. What is the liquids that you cannot go without? Find out what these like core products are first, and then you can add on the nice-to-have if you have space for it. For me, my must-haves: face cream, body lotion, cleanser, foundation, and toothpaste. But these products here are, as you can see, way too big. Like this body lotion wouldn't even make it to the 1 liter bag. So that leads us to step 2. Use small bottles of liquid. In this second step, this is where I've used quite a lot of time to find my perfect travel bottles. These 5 essential liquids are in full size and I need to get them smaller. For this face cream, I've got 25 milliliters. If you think this 25 liter is too big, you could always buy these small containers. I could like pour some of this into this one if I wanted a smaller container. First item. So for this one, the big body lotion, I've actually made that mistake. When I did a check-in luggage for 5 weeks in Asia, I definitely overpacked. I packed this entire body lotion, and for those 5 weeks, I used maybe half. It was like a lot of waste of space. So this one is a perfect size because it's 100 milliliter, the maximum that I can have in one bottle. I don't have much left of it right now, but this one is perfect, and it lasted me about 1.5 to 2 weeks. If you're there for 3 weeks, you could have this one and buy body lotion on the trip as you go. Body lotion is also something that they might have at the hotel, and then this could last longer than 2 weeks. Next one is the cleanser. This one, as you can see, is also way too big. I have a mini one, so cute, 20 milliliter. I save a lot of space with this little one. You don't need a lot of this product when you use it, so this one lasts a long time, for like a month. Perfect. Toothpaste, 20 milliliter one. I think this one lasted me 2 weeks, depending on how much you use. So for foundation, I like to have the ones that I usually use. I actually usually just bring this original size. It's 32 milliliters. If you need the space and you think this is too big, you could pour this one into here if you want. So actually, I've got one more must-have item: sunscreen. My favorite one. It's from Korea, and it doesn't smell like typical sunscreen. It's so light, the consistency, that it doesn't feel like you're wearing sunscreen. SPF 50 milliliter bottle. When I bought this one at Alyang in Korea, I got this small little size along, and this one is only 20 milliliter. So cute. So this one is perfect for like a 1 or 2 week trip. So now we have 6 liquid items. These are like my essential liquids. I could travel with only these ones. And as you can see, I have a lot of space available. Now I can just pick and choose the nice to have ones and just prioritize among those ones. What do I want to bring? Shampoo is a nice to have. This one is way too big. In shampoo, they have a lot of selection with small sized bottles. For example, this one is like a 100 milliliter. They usually have shampoos at hotels, so I just use those ones. But if you're going to hostels or camping or places where you know there's no shampoo, then I would bring a little bottle. But if you want to have your favorite shampoo and you haven't found like a small size of it, you could always buy like a small bottle where you could pour your shampoo into this one. But yeah, if you're going for a 3 week trip, then I would say this one would definitely last enough. I don't really use conditioner, so I don't need that. Another nice to have, a toner. I got this small bottle, which is 100 milliliter. And again, I got this one when I bought this one, which I love. When I was at Alyang in South Korea, with all of the products almost, I got like a small sized bottle, which is amazing for traveling. So they know. Another nice to have is a perfume. This one I bought at the airport specifically for a carry-on travel. The reason why I bought like a specific one is because one time I had like my big bottle of perfume and I poured it into like an empty like spray bottle and it was leaking. So I've got trust issues with these ones now, and I thought that I would buy like an original product which I feel like is more safe and won't spill. I have been packing this one before and it has not spilled. 6, 7, 8. Next one, lip gloss. This one is my absolute favorite. Perfect if you're autumn mute. Another nice to bring, serum. This is a 20 milliliter bottle, but if you want to have like a smaller bottle, pour over a few pumps. Oh shit, what happened? Another option is to bring these, what is it called, like these like freebies that you often get when you buy stuff at Alliang or Sephora. This one is 10 milliliter. It even has this so that you can open it and lock it again. I brought this on my last 1 week vacation and it was perfect for 1 week. Depending on your destination, how long you're gonna be, I would choose different bottles. Last nice to have item, anti-bac. Good if you're traveling around, and especially if you go into a place that doesn't have access to washing your hands, like the beach or other places. So now I'm done with my 1 liter liquid bag. 12 items, 6 essentials and 6 nice to have items. So you have the base for at least 1 week trip. Some of these could last for 3 weeks and some of them could be that you have to refill, say week 2 or 3. We obviously have different essential and nice to have items. For you, the essentials might be the nice to have for me, but I feel like it helps to categorize them so that you kind of set a core base. But we're not done yet. Step 3 is kind of the solid revolution. Choose solids where you can so that you save your space for the 1 liquid bag. For example, one essential thing that could be in solid is deodorant. Another solid soap, for example. Instead of bringing a small bottle of soap, I could bring these sheets. Take a sheet of soap and it will dissolve. There's also other options for shampoo. If you don't have space for a shampoo and you want to prioritize something else in the liquid bag, you could instead buy a shampoo bar, or they also have shampoo in these sheets. Also, instead of bringing like a makeup remover in liquids, you could just use wipes. These are like the normal sizes, but I would buy like one of these travel packs instead. Another one, makeup remover in solid. It's good to have a few like options so you get your ultimate liquid bag for your specific trip. Step 4 when packing my liquid bag is the buy it there strategy. When I choose my must-haves, I think of the things that I'm already planning to buy at the destination. For example, when going to South Korea and Japan, which are countries that are known for great skincare, I purposely, I intentionally brought with me a lot of those very small sizes or even none, because I knew I was gonna buy skincare products there. But it's nice to have starter kit in the beginning so that you don't use the first days trying to find toothpaste, serums and different stuff. As long as you have your essentials, your must-haves, then most things you can find at your destination of travel. Now I'll show you what I bring in my toiletry bag. When packing your toiletries, find the size of bag that you want to bring so that you don't overpack. If you first have the bag, I tend to just fill it up, so then it's good to not have a too big bag. If you're wondering what size this one is, it's quite similar to a 1 liter, so maybe say it's a 1.5 liter. I'll bring my soap, deodorant, toothbrush. I've got this case which takes a lot of space, so sometimes put it in like a plastic bag so that it takes less space. The same strategy as with the liquids. Try to use small sizes also for the toiletry bag. You can see the difference it makes. My lip balm, I don't really need to bring these wipes since I have the microphone cleanser, and I'm always bringing small hair ties. The rest that I'm bringing in here is just makeup. Powder, brush, eyebrow, contour, highlight, blush. What is this called? This one is full. Now I'm ready to go with my toiletry bag and my 1 liter liquid bag. These fit perfectly into my carry-on bag here. I could even have them in my day pack, the little one. I now brought everything that I need for toiletries, and even more. Like half of these things, like the nice to haves, I don't really need. So I think I could even bring less than this if I want to. And also I wear contact lenses, so I always have to bring a bunch of contact lenses. Luckily these goes outside of the liquid bag. So in conclusion, this is my final 1 liter liquid bag. As you can see, you can fit quite a lot into a 1 liter bag. Same goes with this toiletry bag. So one thing that is kind of nice to flip it around with only 1 liter limit is that we don't bring more than we need. When you have your selection of 1 liter bag, this is just like a copy and paste. So for my next trips, I can just use the same kind of recipe on how I choose my liquids. Of course, I might change a couple of products, at least the nice to haves, depending on the type of trip that I'm going to. And thank you so much for subscribing and liking my videos. It means a lot, and I hope that it could help you plan your next travel. Let me know in the comments below what are your essential liquid products and toiletry products. Good luck with your liquid packing. Bye! Feliz Navidad. It's May, so I don't know why I'm singing Feliz Navidad.